Hey YouTube, what's going on? Just jumped on here to say what's up. It's been a few days since I've been on here getting shit together. Uh, it's probably, I don't know, 90% chance I'm up out of here. Me and my daughter, we up out of here. Headed to Florida. I think my daughter's leaving probably middle of July. I'll probably come right behind her, probably 3 to 4 weeks behind her. I'm just gonna wrap everything else up here. But over these past few days, at least since I've been back on here, I've just been enjoying and trusting the process. In that process, I've been talking to people like my circle or whatnot, and the more and more I talk to them and deal with them, it's time for me to get the fuck on. Uh, I'm at a spot where I'm not explaining myself. You feel me? Not explaining myself for nothing. I'm not moving how I guess. When you come into change or this law of attraction thing and you work it, I've been working it now for years. I'm at a spot to where I would rather work somewhere and that's not that much money, but I get off. It's straight 8 hours in, 8 hours off. 8 hours in, and you out of there. I got the whole day to myself. I'm up in the morning. I got to be there at fucking 6 in the morning. I'm up at 3 something every fucking morning anyway. The job just works out. I've been there a year, but it don't pay nothing. And it's kind of becoming a hassle to me. The job ain't really becoming a hassle, but it just don't pay enough. So therefore, in this time of not paying enough, and my money switched. When I started this job, my side hustle was doing all right. But when I got this job, my side hustle started going down just with the side hustle. It just don't do business with family. I know that. I've learned that the hard way. You know, sometimes they say learn from other people's mistakes, but do not go into business with family or very close friends who you feel is probably more family than friends. I had to learn that the hard way. There's a lot of stuff I had to learn. Wish no harm on nobody. But I had to make a pivot and move, and then when I moved, my money just didn't necessarily move with me. So it just slowed down. So now I was low-key depending on the 9 to 5, which I knew when I got it, all the 9 to 5 was gonna do was pay the rent. That's all it was gonna do. And since I moved, money slowed up. I'm depending on the job, and I'm like, I can't do that because the job don't pay enough. It just pays the rent. Anything extra is ugly. So with that being said, I've been living where I'm at now about 3 months. I'm really at this point, for the most part, check to check. Here's the problem. I got a son. I got a son and a daughter. I got custody of my daughter. My son lives with his mother. Now, uh, we're in a world, and I tell people this all the time. If you start to look at people, they are so programmed. If my son's mother makes great money, now I'm the first to tell you I'm a horrible money manager. Uh, a lot of people I know are. Um, but I feel like, um, how do I explain it? I also don't have a car at the moment. About to buy one here real soon, but I don't have a car at the moment. So the issue is with my son's mother, only when she gets mad or whatever, and I believe our relationship is, people use the word toxic all the time. It's not necessarily toxic, but I had to wake up to how our relationship was. We can go and co-parent with my son all the way until she comes into a financial problem. Now, her financial problem has nothing to do with me, has everything to do with her. And what she does is will get on me and broke this, broke that, and I'll be like, damn. And she know what I'm on with this law of attraction. But I also feel like she's telling me you're just wishing and hoping and praying for a dream. Listen, I go to work, take my stupid ass home. They walk to the store here and there. I got a few people, motherfuckers stop by every now and then, boom. But the more and more I talk to people, the more and more I get to talk to people I deal with, the more and more I realize I got to get the fuck away from Dayton, Ohio. I got to get away from these people. Now, here's my argument with my son. He wants for nothing. He wants for nothing. I get this nigga every weekend. He just started, what was that? I don't know, preschool or Head Start last year. He's 5. But from the time he was born, He was born a month before coronavirus. Me and his mother went our separate ways during coronavirus. Realized we this ain't it. So she go her way. I keep my son while she get her shit together, and I help her get her shit together. Now fast forward, I have him all the time. Me and my cousin, boy, trapping and all that with my son. Got him. I have him newborn, all that. Cousin with me, plenty. Everybody in the fucking neighborhood. You always got him. We talking about as a newborn. I'm not hating on baby mama. Get your shit together, and she has. And what I'm saying is, then once he started school this year, he's at home 24/7. And I only get him on the weekends. It went from me having him. I used to get him Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take him back home either Sunday night or Sunday night or sometime Monday. So she had him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, it was like that for years. Sometimes I keep him the whole week. Now, I'm in my feelings with baby mama because we go smooth. We just had a big blowout last summer. Took me to court, all of that. I couldn't believe she was doing this. I could not believe it. You know, I got custody of my own daughter. She said, you got to cough up some money. Listen, this is co-parenting. If you taking care of the money situation, because you got it like that at the moment, or had it like that at the moment, and I got him physically and mentally, got this little dude. Me, 1,000. I've been there since he was born. He loved that motherfucking Call of Duty so much because I used to have him in that little stand-up thing playing Call of Duty. I had my table set up. I put him in the table while I was playing Call of Duty, all while he was a baby. My son loved guns. People hate that. But I'm like, man, nigga grow up and be a gun manufacturer. I don't fucking know. He loved guns. He loves them. All the Nerf guns, all that shit. He 5 years old and put you together a whole gun on Call of Duty. That's nothing I'm like proud. I'm not saying like I'm proud of that shit. What I'm saying is my son, this is what he has a love for. He may go into law enforcement. Who the fuck knows? But back to his mother, we get into it because she always, I feel like when she feel like she needs some money, where she had to come get him past couple weekends, drop his ass off and bring him. I don't have a vehicle at the moment that's running. And technically, I only have one friend that I call to go get rides here and there. And cuz done got him a girl now, and he got him another job, so his hours are different. And he got him a chick. So, you know, certain niggas get them a bitch. It's all about them and they bitch. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's how he do it. That's how he get out, and that's what's up. So I'm letting her know, listen, I don't have no ride funds. Ain't what it is. I'm not about to Uber him home and wait at your house 15 minutes and Uber back home. I ain't doing all that. So you took me to court. That child support money I send you, put $10 of it in the tank, bring his ass here, and come back and get him on Sunday. That turns into a big blowout. The first thing she say, broke nigga this, broke nigga that. So I'm telling her, you have to be careful with that. Because what you're saying is, because I don't have no the funds to take him to the house or come get him. But you do, you clearly do, because you mismanage like we all do. Now it's a problem. This is where me and her get into it. And I realized, talking to her cousin, he was like, man, there's only like three people I know to get you out your box. That's his cousin, my son's mother, my ex, and my mama. He said, man, the only ones to get you out your box. And when I thought about it, I said, just then I knew I was leaving. Like, oh, it don't even matter. I'm getting the fuck up out of here anyway. I'm moving to Florida away from all this shit. And like I was saying when me and Cuz was talking, when you talk to your friends and all that, they will, how do I explain it? They will let you know how they truly feel about you. It's not good, not bad. It's just what it is. And I know the people around me, I have to explain myself to people too much. And I don't explain shit to nobody. Y'all don't understand I would rather work on my mental than go, like, well, cuz, just go get another job. And I'm talking to my homie about the situation because it's his cousin I had a baby with. And I hear what I guess people are low-key saying. He can just go get another job and make more money. And I'm saying, listen, cuz right here work a job making $1 more than me, but he worked 10 hours Monday through Friday and go work 8 hours on Saturday. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like he said, man, I'm on one check, about to go straight to the lot. I don't give a fuck. My shit's coming. I'm working on something completely different. Completely different. And his son's mother always screaming, you can give more money, No, I can't, not right now. And what you're saying is because if my son wants for nothing, he got clothes, all of that. So what are they saying? This is what's going on in my mind. What are they saying? So I be telling her, I'm gonna be a multimillionaire. What y'all saying is because of right now I can't come through financially like you say I can. What does he really need? Well, he could use this. I send her $40 a week. Get it the fuck out of that. Get it out of that. You feel me? So this is causing problems. You see what I'm saying? And then I got to thinking, like, you know what? My son's mother only has a problem when she's running into some financial difficulties on her end. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have nothing to do with this. I'm there for my son. The first thing she says, I'm a deadbeat. How? And that sends me off the roof. How the fuck is she calling me a deadbeat? How dare her? And then I'll be like, man, was she just fucking with me? But I already took it there. And then, like Cuz said, bro, I was like, maybe she was sitting back because she pregnant and was bored. But me and her, cool. We just got back cool the last little 3 months. And she just flipped the script on me yesterday out of nowhere because she had to come Sunday night and pick him up. And quiet as kept, she didn't have to pick him up. I was going to bring him home Monday on my way to work. That's just how it was going to go down. I've done it before. So she's screaming this broke shit and all this, and this does something to me. It's a law of attraction there. The reason why it does something to me, because I know what I'm on. I know what I got coming. It doesn't look like that now. But as I'm going through this transformation, some people, nigga, you've been talking this shit for years. Yeah, because it's going to take years. What I want and what I have coming in financially, or what I'm manifesting, it ain't just for me, man. And I'm like, damn, man, I got a list of everybody, it's 10 people that I'm looking out for. I'm gonna look out for, do this, that, and the third, fourth, da 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 da. But why? Why would I do that? The more and more I think about this is why I want to leave here, because my manifestation it's here. I'm, oh my fucking God, you know. So I'm like, why do I want to be here and bless these niggas, man? For what? For what? They just gonna be like, dumbass nigga just gave you this way, because they would never think of you like, these are your friends and all that, but they wouldn't even consider giving me a dime. I'm telling you, unless if I'm there, they might throw a nigga a couple $100, and it just shows you how distorted like I was telling my nigga the other day, I have a distorted view of friends and family. It comes from being adopted, comes from the foster care, and then I got adopted into a family. Now everything I'm learning about energy and law of attraction, I realized, damn, everybody I'm cool with, energy is like the family that adopted me. So what is that like? Okay, imagine being adopted. Every time you get in trouble, I should have left you where the fuck I got you. And I got in trouble a lot, whether it was justified or not. You know, niggas, boy is a boy. So, always told I wasn't enough, I wasn't this. And this ain't no sob story, it's just what it is. So then I get friends. I'm talking about all my friends, all of them, every last one of them. I be wondering how I'm friends with them. Real shit. I started learning energy, and I'll be like, damn, like my right-hand man, boy, that nigga, I'm not calling my nigga a bitch or nothing like that, but what I'm saying, he's just like my mama. Oh my God. And I don't even talk to my mama no more. Like I said, I'll call her when the time is right. Point being, as a kid, and this is some crazy shit, as a kid, I was adopted stuff. I wasn't allowed to go outside during the week. My mother was a teacher and all that, so she was like, you supposed to be in here studying and all this, that, and third. No TV on, no none of that. But her son could go out and do whatever he wanted. But me and my sister weren't allowed out during the week. Had to stay in the house, no TV during the week, Monday through Thursday, no TV. Go straight from school to the house. It was just bullshit. I'm telling you that right now. But my point being, when my mother came home, this is how every day I didn't know how the day was gonna go, because I gotta wait till this bitch get home, and I could tell by how she stomp her feet or walk in the home, because I'm downstairs. I could hear her feet and know what kind of day we about the rest of the day, how the rest of the day gonna go. She either gonna be on that bitch shit, and her husband, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, good ass nigga, man. I'm about to go see him before we leave. Good dude, but he didn't have a heart for her. He didn't have the heart to tell that bitch, shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck is wrong with you coming in here every day with an attitude and da-da-da? And I'm like, damn, why? I'm grown now. I can't imagine going to work every day and out of 5 days coming home, I'm pissed off 3 of them days. Every day, like, damn, you ain't even happy to come home. But that's a whole nother story. My point in this is the energy I was up under. So I'm up under an energy that's constantly telling me or something's wrong with you. I didn't have motherfuckers tell me like, man, you special, man. And I knew how they meant it. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, something up with you, da 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 da. And I'll just be like, certain shit just don't make sense to me. And if it doesn't make sense, how does it make sense to other people? And I'll be like, man, like we could take. I was talking to a guy at work today, and that's why I was like, I got to shut up when it comes to history, because I know my history. If you don't know about Dane Calloway, look him up. But I hopped in the car. My coworker, this is at lunch or break or whatever. He said, and this is something I deal with all of my friends, and even today, even talking to y'all about it, I know I got to get away from this shit. And it's nothing dealing with them. This is all me. I have to get away. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Every time I leave here, I have a blast. I always got to come back because of feds or whatever the case may be. I always end up back in Dayton, fucking Ohio, and I hate it here. I hate everything about Dayton, Ohio, and I mean that. I don't even want to get blessed low-key like the blessing I'm walking into is happening here in Dayton. I just realized that a few weeks ago. Fuck this city, fuck the people around it. I fuck with the people I fuck with, but at the same time, they know like I know we bump heads about everything. Like I said, I met my biological family right during that coronavirus. Me and my cousin clicked immediately. I know how we clicked immediately because my cousin, and I think you call it second cousin, me and his mother are cousins, and so me and him would be like second cousins. Me and him the same age, good dude, good nigga. But everybody was like, man, y'all two clicked immediately. And we did. This nigga helped me raise my son. I had my son the first 4 years down there every day. So long story short, I was like, to myself, I know how me and him click because his energy is like the energy from the family I adopted. Didn't peep all this till after we started kicking it for months on end, every day, all day. Like I said, I ran a trap, out my house, just running money. So me and this nigga clicked real quick, but we used to bump heads on all type of shit. And so I was then I got me down. How the fuck did me and this nigga get cool like this? So, but I fucks with him. It's my guy. But I understood out of all my family members, my close cousins, first cousins, and then I got a brother a year younger than me, a brother 4 or 5 years older than me, but they sent him back on a violation. Now, I kick it with both my brothers. My younger brother, he's just a year and some months younger than me. Every time he come through, kick it, it's all love, blah, 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 blah. I tried to stop calling this nigga whatever I need him to go. If I need something, I don't know, and I can't find nothing, I call him, bro, I know you know somebody, because he know everybody. And like I said, I don't know how me and him did not meet. We only a year apart. Everywhere I go with him, I know 2 or 3 people. He take me around. Every time he come with me, he know everybody. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, that's your brother. How the fuck? Small fucking world. But my point is, my brother was smart enough, because when I first met him, we kicked it tough for a couple weeks. But this nigga, bro, some of the shit he do would piss me off. But he was smart enough to realize we would bump. We're gonna bump heads. So he kind of I don't want to say distance, so this nigga fucks with me, but he distances. You see what I'm saying? And then it dawned on me, my energy is from my adopted energy. You gotta think I was adopted. I lived in that with them motherfuckers for 9 years, from 1st grade to 9th grade. That's it. So my energy kind of switched up to their energy, and everybody I've been around and fucked with will tell you something's off or something's wrong with me, and I'm here to tell you something's wrong with them. The fuck, like I'll be telling them, like, why the fuck don't y'all wake the fuck up? Like, y'all don't see the prison. I'll just take this: the prison school pipeline. Y'all don't see that. They even told you the motherfucker the people, I think it was the Rothschilds or somebody who did the educational system, said they wanted a nation or a world full of slaves. Basically, I mean, what the fuck? The information is here, but we won't take it. But to go back on earlier, that's why I said I got to get the fuck out of here. Everybody I get encountered with, I getting argued. It's not arguments, but trying to give my point of view. Like at work, I was trying to tell the guy. He said something. I got in the car, white guy, and he said something about, how was it? Black people invented something or half the shit, or white guy invented this. I said, nah, black people probably invented 90% of everything out here. That's just my opinion. I said, there's history, his story, break down history, HIS story. So the European has been ruling for however long they've been ruling. It's his story. So why do you think everything you see that's been invented you don't really see a black person in front of it. And I said, I'm trying to tell you, there's probably a black person behind everything. Everything invented. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all Johnny come lately. So that kind of turned into a debate. And I'm thinking to myself, why did I feed into that? You see what I'm saying? Because I don't want cuz to have a different view of me. Because then he was like, so all white people are this. I'm like, I ain't necessarily saying that. But me personally, knowing the history of blacks and whites, especially in America, anything I'm told by the European or by this government, I have to double check. And 9 times out of 10, you can flip it around. I told them even the Africa, America, Egypt thing. Why is it not hard to believe that they lied to us about turning the map around? If you turn the map around, then that means the East is really the West is really the East. So that makes America the East. They said the saviors would come out of the East. So if you turn that around, then I'm like, well, damn, Farrakhan then was talking about Master Farad Muhammad came from the East over there in Africa. What are they talking about? But this is easy to believe. Look up Dan Calloway. Now, they also talking about a flat earth. Now, what I was trying to tell Cousin, he got a little upset. We ended up getting cool later on through the day because I fucks with him, youngster. He about 25, 26, 27. Good dude. Like I was telling him, you have your history. I have my history, which is I'm thorough in the European history and African American history. And I'm here to tell you, whatever I'm told by this government has to be rechecked. And we are seeing that 9 out of 10 times these motherfuckers is lying. They have told a lie. And in order to manipulate and have this world ran the way it's ran. Which brings me to this. I know for a fact, working 2 jobs, you only get 24 hours in a day. Time is an illusion anyway, but you only get 24 hours in a day. And you mean to tell me if you work 2 jobs, you're gonna get ahead? No, I don't feel like that. There's no way you can work 2 jobs X amount of years and go and do what you want to do and be. So what I'm looking at, and I'll be talking to niggas and be looking at them like, okay, where do you want to go? You don't have no aspiration outside of this job. You go to work, you go buy, or you hustle, or whatever you do to get your money. You buy you 5, 6 pair of shoes, 5, 6, 7, 8 pair of jeans, shorts, and then you go to the nearest spot where the hoe's at, and you try and convince this hoe you have more money than the next motherfucker. Same thing with the females. I'm past that. Oh my God, I don't give a flying fuck. I want a couple million, $10 million. That's my goal. And I know for a fact, at my 44 years old, working a 9 to 5 is not going to get me there. I want to go, there's a couple spots I want to go visit, a couple things I want to do. And I knew the 9 to 5 wasn't it. It's not it. I done had jobs paying all kinds of money all over this fucking country. I done left Ohio numerous times on jobs that paid $20 an hour, 17. We talking about a decade ago. Once I get the job, work the job, like, man, this ain't my life. That's how I feel. I wasn't meant to do this. So I keep searching. As I'm getting in trouble too, but I'm searching for an answer. If I don't know nothing else, I've always gone to private schools for whatever reason, even before I was adopted. That's one of the main reasons she adopted me. She said she wanted a kid that hadn't been to too many foster homes, and if possible was in a private school. Bing, here I go. She adopted me. I was sitting right there. So I say that to say this. Well rehearsed in Bible, well rehearsed in Quran, all of this shit. I'm telling you what I know. And I know there's some bullshit. So I do know there's a higher power. I do know that. And I believe in the higher power. So I talk to the higher power. And I be getting answers. And I know where I'm headed. I know what I got to do. And I'm doing it. But to outsiders looking in, especially people I've been quote unquote cool with for years and decades, they don't see it like that. And I'm tired of explaining myself. I really am. Like, I'm ready to leave. Like I said, I was telling my daughter not that long ago, I don't even want to get blessed if it's going to turn you into a bigger brat. You feel me? Like, I told my daughter, I can come in this house 10 days straight. You won't say nothing to me. Now, I remember I used to talk to my mother about it. She used to be like, And I used to tell my mother, and I could be right or wrong, I don't know, but I used to tell my mother, the reason why me and my daughter are at odds, we're not as odds like we used to be, is because of my mother. My mother, I fucked up when my daughter was born. Her mother was on some bullshit. So then my brother helped me talking to her, my adopted brother. Man, she's a teacher. They old, they want to raise kids, they want to raise her anyway, just let them raise her. Because I was about to get custody of my daughter, but for whatever reason, like, okay, she was a baby, I'm gonna let my mother handle that. That was the worst decision, because me and my mother, we don't get along like that. So if I can never do right by this lady, why would I let her raise my son? That was my fault, and that was me still low-key, well, she can raise and I'll just send her money or give money and get her every weekend like I was doing. Getting her every weekend. My mother had her, I got my daughter when she was going in the 2nd grade. So my mother had her from birth to 2nd grade. My daughter has seen me and my mother argue. I mean, argue. And as smart as my mother is, I feel like she should have known that in front of my daughter. But I can't do nothing right in this lady's eyes. It's just what it is. I've known this, been knowing this. So we argue. And then my thinking now, why would I let this lady raise my daughter knowing she don't fuck with me like that? That's where I fucked up. So when I got custody of my daughter, keep in mind, she's seen me and my mama argue over 30 times in the little 6-7 years my mother raised her. I'm talking about she was physically at my mother's house. So if my daughter's mother don't fuck with me, my mother don't fuck with me, my sister cool, but like, let's just say my sister's older than me. We were both adopted by my mother, but my sister, how do I explain it? She don't, they say I'm a fuck up to them, to everybody around me. This nigga just can't get it right, can't. And I'm telling you, y'all stupid. Working all them hours for nothing. And we still in the same spot. I don't work half as many hours as y'all. Well, I got a car. Yeah, you going to work to pay for that car. Yeah, no, you're missing what I'm saying. People get mad when I say this. You got this nice ass car. You can't even go a week and drive it and go do what you want because you got to go back to the job. I don't understand that. Like, if I don't have this job, I can't have this car. That doesn't make any sense to me. That means I'm going to work to pay the landlord, pay the car people, pay the power people, pay the veteran people. So, and then when you look up, you got a couple dollars left over, not even enough to take a trip nowhere or put up a couple dollars to take a trip down the line. That is stupid to me. That is the dumbest shit ever. You're looking good to go to work. If I explain that right, y'all should understand that. That doesn't work for me. It doesn't. So therefore, I trying to find another way. And I have in the law of attraction. Now this is a process. Had I got hundreds of thousands and millions when I first came into the law of attraction, I'd have been gave that away to the people around me, unappreciative people around me. So why would I do that? I remember I looked at my list the other day. Everybody on there I was gonna bless. I'm going to bless. And I took a bunch of names off. I kept the elders on there because there's some people out here, boy, listen. That lady adopted me, put me out, and boy, listen. She put me out at 15, my 15th birthday, but called all of my, because we stayed in the suburbs, all my white friends and told their parents, I'm a bad seed. And their head was like, huh, Darnell? Because you got to think, I've been running around with their kids for about 8-9 years now. All the same friends, same family, all of that. Playing baseball, football, soccer, basketball, running around the neighborhoods, getting in trouble because we boys. But when I got in trouble, say we were all out and, I don't know, here go incident. I picked up one of them dandelions when I was a kid and lit it on fire. We had a lighter and lit it on fire because I was the only black kid in the whole neighborhood, the whole city. The lady called the police, told the police I lit the shit on fire. I lit her grass on fire. Right-handed God, that's what she did. So the police come to the house, all this, that, and third, take me downtown. I'm being arrogant asshole about the situation. So get home, get my ass whooped. But I'm on fucking punishment the whole summer, right? That's the difference. The whole summer I'm in trouble. I mean, when I say in trouble, I can't go nowhere or do nothing but go with Mr. Walter, cut fucking grass for $20. Work me from 7 in the morning till 7 at night, give me $20, tell me go on about my way. I mean, like, it's just crazy. But I know they old school. To them, that was a lot of money in the 90s, but it wasn't. So at an early age, because I was cutting grass and doing shit like that and wasn't getting paid what I was worth, I was telling myself affirmations when I was cutting grass. I ain't never gonna do this shit when I get older. They got me fucked up. You got to pay me what I'm worth. Cutting grass, mad as fuck in the summer, because I knew I wasn't about to get paid for my work. I cut 3 or 4 people's yards, mulch, all that, and wouldn't get nothing. But that worked my brain into not working for get what I'm worth for the work. You're not gonna work me. Like I say, if I go to work, I'm trying to tell my homeboy at work, he getting irritable. This nigga been there a year. Only missed one day, and that was because of the snow. Nigga, if you don't take you a day off because your energy is off, I don't even want to get in the car with you because your energy off, my nigga. Like, take a day off. Take a Friday off. That way you get Saturday and Sunday. Or take a Monday off. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Take a day. Get the fuck up out of here. You see, and I got the kind of job they're not going to pay you, but they will work you. They see you want to keep doing work and keep doing that. They're going to put the work on you and then be on your back about not having it done fast enough. I nip that in the butt quick. I'm going to give you what I give you. Period. But during this past couple days, I have realized, and like I told my daughter, this is happening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. When you go to Florida to visit your cousin and auntie and them, y'all, you fly down there, you're staying there, and I'll be there in 3 weeks. 3 weeks after she gone, I'm up out of here. And I'm not probably, I've already told a couple people, but as far as like my immediate family and all, I'm gonna go see my mama husband because he ain't doing too good. I'm gonna go see him, and we out of here. And they said, well, where y'all at? No, we moved, we up out of there. Like I say, I'm about to buy this car, homie about to sell me his car in a minute. Even if he don't, just go to the lot, buy a car, pack that bitch, we out of here. Ain't even packing too much of nothing. Like, I don't have a whole bunch of clothes and none of that shit. It's coming though. I know I got shopping sprees and all that coming. You gotta think, I am tired of explaining myself here. I am at a spot where people know me. I'm born, raised here, all around here. The people I've been kicking it with the past 25 years, they are happy and content with what they're doing, and that's fine. That is awesome. They ain't bothering nobody. They niggas fucking on their hoes. Niggas got 4 or 5 different, 8, 9, 10, 12, 30 different pair of shoes, fucking on all the hoes they want. And I'm like, damn, in my eyes, I need more than that. I need more than that. I'm trying to, there's luxury shit I want. And ain't nothing about this material. This shit means nothing. But if I'm here and I got a car, I want me a luxury car. Dumbass, nice luxury car. I want me a nice 3 to 5 bedroom, whether it's a condo or a house or both. Why can't I have both? This is my world. My world. And I'm gonna have both. I want to be able to help people that want to be helped. Period. When I walk into this manifestation, I don't want to be here. I'm not gonna be here. Like I said, we are out of here. I don't know the exact date, but definitely gonna be towards the end or second week of August. And I said, I'm not coming back here. Get off the plane, I come back to pick my son up. That's it. And when I come back to do that, flying back, come get him, probably stay in a hotel room one day, and right back on the plane up out of here. I am done with this city. Every time I leave, I hate coming back to this bitch. I really do. But the timing is now. We just gotta stay strong. Everything and like I said, I don't even want to deal with nobody around here no more. Like I could go the rest of these it's end of June. I could go next month and a half and not really talk to nobody I know. I swear to God. And next thing you know, I'm just up and gone. It'd probably be months before niggas would even know I was up and gone for real. No shit. Like, damn, you just up and moved? Yeah, got the fuck from around here. I call it hating dating. That's what my brother called it. He ain't never lied. Got to get from around. And why? Because I don't want to explain myself. I know what I'm on. And when the shit pop off, if you want to know what happened with it, this is what happened. Don't come asking me for nothing though, because I ain't got nothing for nobody. And I mean that. I don't have nothing for nobody. I used to, but I don't no more. Y'all living y'all life, I'm living mine. Y'all saying I'm on a hope and a prayer and a wish. Nah, nigga. I'm out here working on self, and that's mental. You are what you think. Period. People don't understand that. You are, so you gotta work on mental. And when you working on mental, that looks like you ain't doing nothing sometimes. That looks like you ain't doing nothing. Like I was telling my daughter right now, this is a period we gonna wish we had. We gonna wish we had time to rest like we resting now. We gonna wish, I know we are. Cause when this shit pop off like it's gonna pop off, well, we out doing shit. We out helping people. We out living life. I want to go to Monaco. Didn't even know till I seen some shit on there. I want to go there. Period. There's a few spots out this country I want to hit. Like I said, there's people I want to help. And like I said, I was thinking about the other day, Nardell, you know, if you were to bless these niggas, let's just say 100 bands to them, 100 bands to your homie here, 100 bands, Man, how many of them are actually ready for that? I had to go through what I had to go through. A lot of humiliation with family and friends. Going through it right now. Going through it right now. Humiliation. I don't get invited to nothing no more. I'm cool. I mean, I wasn't showing up anyway, so I don't want to make it where people don't invite me. But 9 times out of 10, I wasn't showing up anyway. But like I said, certain people here know how to trigger me. Know how to trigger me. And I got a son's mother. Motherfucker be like, oh, Nell, good ass dude, da 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 da. She the type not listen to him and go to a message I sent her when I in the heat, not knowing they don't know what she done said or done to me to make me say what I say, but she got it on record. See, does that sound like somebody? Da 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 da. I mean, just horrible. And then, like I said, my son's mother always want to call me a deadbeat, but I steady always had this nigga, always had him, but call me a deadbeat. Oh, you ain't got no money. I told her that shit gonna come back to bite you, because now I can go to court. Oh, I'm worth millions. She's not. So let me get my son, because that's what she's saying. And I don't even want to do nothing like that. But if you don't understand what I'm going through or understand how this law of attraction works, listen, my blessing and what I want to manifest out here in this world, boy, listen, my mind wasn't ready. I'm here to tell you that right now. My mind was not ready. I'm so helpful and want to help other niggas before I even help my own self and family. I would have given it away. I'm telling you right now, nigga coming to it today, tonight, tomorrow, I'm gone. I'm not telling nobody nothing. Me and my daughter up through. Nobody gonna know nothing. Now you hit 4 million? Oh man, that shit gone, man. I invested that shit. Da, 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 da. If I had $1 million today, niggas like, oh, you ain't breaking nobody off. No. Putting that shit in the trust or one of them accounts to give me 25, 30, 40 grand however that shit worked every year. I was looking into it. So say you got $1 million after taxes. What is it? IRA, RRL account? One of them fucking account things. You put it in there, which will pay you X amount of dollars every month. I would work with that, and however I got the $1 million, do it again. Period. Wouldn't get nobody nothing. Yeah, I made $1 million, but I put it in an account. I only get, let's just say, 15 grand a month, but it's for the rest of my life. You see what I'm saying? I'm only making just under 2 grand a month now. I'm working 40-hour weeks, and I gotta pay rent, all of this shit, and got my daughter. That's why I be like, these single women be talking about, I'm single, da 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 da. Nah, you single? You get child support check, you getting food stamps, you getting all this other shit, and your housing only $25. But you screaming, I'm a single mother. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just talking about the women that say that. Absolutely not. So that's why I said I'm ready to go. The finances were right now, we'd be up out of here. And I'm telling you, nobody would know. We just gonna go. They gonna call. Like I said, I can't wait to get to Florida to change my number. And I'm not being a dickhead or asshole to nobody I know here, but there's nothing here for me. I'm tired of explaining myself and what I got going on, what I'm trying to do, and I get it. Now we just want to see you win. Oh, I've already won. I've already fucking won. I'm just now waiting for my manifestations low-key to catch up with my mind. In so many ways. In so many ways. Like I said, there's literally no need for me to ever come back to Dayton, Ohio. Literally. I wanted to be on good terms with my son's mother when I left. That way, when it's time for my son to come to me in the summer or whatever, I pay for your ticket and your dude's ticket. Y'all bring him. You see what I'm saying? But now, I'm tempted not to even talk to her or deal with her no more. Period. Just working me and my daughter's way to there. We arguing about how I'm gonna get my son and all that. Listen, you bring him to me and come back and pick him up on Sunday. If you don't want to do that, then it is what it is. Because right now, my number one focus is on getting us to Florida. That's my focus. Period. Spend as much time with my son as possible till then. But I see she's gonna make it a little hard, or trying to. But like I said, she like her freedom. She gonna drop him off. She enjoy her freedom. And like I said, I can't let this get to me at all, under no circumstances. So I'm just focused on getting up out of here. And I know I feel great. I feel great. Everything going good. I just realized, Nell, quit talking to the people you know. I went over my right-hand man. 20-something years been knowing this nigga, man. I knocked on his door. You know, you call. I know how to get in this building without a key. So, Man, I knocked on this nigga door, and he had a look. I said, nigga, I've been knowing you 20 fucking years, nigga. I can't knock on your fucking door. I got a baby with your fucking cousin. Like, this is the shit I'm dealing with the people I know. There's nobody I can ask to borrow a dollar from, so I don't ask nobody. But people will definitely gonna call me, brother, I'm trying to do such and such. Go half with me, or da 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 da. And I always do it. And I turn around, damn. I mean, shout out, I'm not saying everybody I deal with is grimy like that, but what I'm saying is the energy I was adopted under. You see what I'm saying? My brother out in Texas, he was explaining, you know, my family that adopted me, they going through some shit or whatever the fuck. My brother was explaining to me, because I don't really be knowing what's going on with my mother and what she got going on. I don't care for the most part. But he was explaining to me how much my mother helps him out financially. And I said, damn. And she, well, listen, that shit fucked it with me. But I say that to say this. Nobody in my circle or nobody I deal with fuck with me financially. And when I say financially, just nigga need a couple dollars to whenever. There's nobody I can call, man. There's nobody. And that bothers me because people can call and count on me. Not only call, but they can count on me. And that bothers me. And I don't know how or why that is. I do not understand that. And more and more I talk like, how do I even call these motherfuckers friends and family? Because they're not going to come through for me when I need them. They're not. They're not. The little homies, the younger niggas, they fucks with me. But I'm talking about niggas my age and all that. I understand we're in our 40s and all that, and I get it. But I've been put in a situation where I had to see this for myself because I just always assume the shit really hit the fan. I know I got people I can count on. I know I do. And I've just been shown just this year alone, and we only, 6 months in. It really dating back to when, cause my cousin's the one who really I started waking up when I started fucking with my cousin tough. To nail. Don't matter what you do for people, how you look out for people, when you get fucked up, they're not gonna help you, buddy. They're not gonna help you, man. Get that through your head. Get that through your fucking head. And I don't know how or why that happened to me. I don't get it. And this is anybody in my energy field. They're not gonna help me, man. And so I had to see that. And now that I see that, like I said, I pulled out my list of niggas I was blessing when this shit happens. And everybody on there got scratched out except for the women. And these were the older women, like my homeboy named Mamas and shit. Cause I remember my one his mama used to tell, boy, go in there and get you in the shower. This is when I was like out here running around, talking about 17, 18, nowhere to live, all that. Coming around, nigga need something to eat, all kinds of shit. She, boy, get your butt in there and take a shower. And she let me come in there, take a shower, I get out the shower, she had me something to eat. And she always telling me it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I'd never forget her for that, Miss Ann. And shit gonna be all right. You see what I'm saying? The elders. I got my homegirl Keisha. We ain't cool no more because she did some foul shit to me. But that's my nigga. I ain't talked to her in years. She on my list though. Her and her daughter, they on that list. You see what I'm saying? So my point being, I'm starting to see shit for what it is. I don't know how I became so generous. I don't know if it has to do with adoption, it has to do with foster homes, jails, and all of this, but my door is always open to anybody I fuck with. But is it a revolving door like with them? Fuck, I just told you my homeboy, 20 something years, man, this nigga had a problem with me knocking on his door. Is that really my friend? These are things I have to ask myself. Niggas really fuck with you? No. What the fuck am I doing here then? Go somewhere and be happy. Go somewhere where the sun shine every day. Put your feet on the fucking water. This is where I want to go anyway. And everything's pointing to Florida. They know everything's pointing. Everything's lined up for me to move to Florida. It's just now sinking in with my daughter. Like, yeah, we doing this, Aaliyah. This shit's happening. We getting up out of here. And like I told her now, it's almost too late to have second thoughts because we done. We up out of here. But basically, I'm coming on here just to say we got to, once again, we have to just keep pushing, keep being strong. Do not like I said, I have to get away from my hometown. It's sorrow and misery here for me. It's just all it is. It's just sorrow and misery. And I'm steady having to explain myself. And every time I leave this city for at least a year to 2 years, I thrive. I always come back better than when I left. more alive, more energy. And I know a lot of times, everywhere I move to, people be like, why you move here? And I always say, listen, I ain't from here, so I get a different experience than you. Just like you want to leave here, you go to my city, you're going to get a different experience than I do. And like I said, I don't want to explain myself to nobody. I don't want to give nobody nothing. I don't want to explain nothing. Period. I mean, not a one. And I mean that. Like, if you want to know how I got what I got and I did what I did, do what I do. That's why I'm making this YouTube. So you motherfuckers listen. Go to my YouTube channel. Boom, and go from there. Boom. 'Cause I want people to know, my kids especially, to know that I knew this was going to happen before it even happened. I'll be looking for people on YouTube talking about their manifestations, but they never really explain how they got their money. Now, a lot of people I'm seeing on YouTube have manifested what they want, but it seems like they've all done selling products on YouTube. They got their fan base up and they started selling products, and it's raining like a motherfucker now. And they started selling products. And I'm like, I'm not into marketing or nothing like that. Can I learn it? Yeah, but you got to find what, like, I like these type of t-shirts. It says trust the process, or the timing, trust the time. I got another one, trust the process. Trust the time of your life. I think that's what my shirt says. So I got a bunch of these type t-shirts at home and they're cheap. I'm like, okay, I could just do a bunch of these, I guess, and get the fan base up and start selling these type of t-shirts. I don't know. I don't know how my manifestation is coming in. I do not know. I do not know. So I play my lottery numbers and I work on myself. Period. Now, me getting out of here, I don't want to move to Florida to go and do the same thing. Same thing I'm doing here. I don't. Now, I know getting there, I don't know what my finances are going to be in as far as by August, but I know I need out of here. I want out of here. Energy going to be different, feeling all right. I don't know if I can deal with the heat of Florida, but I ain't going to have no choice. And go down there. I'm already got a few little leads on a couple little jobs. The job I got now has a spot in Tampa, Florida, where I'm trying to move. I need them to pull whatever strings y'all can pull. Don't just call down there and ask them. No, you got a nigga moving down there to show up every fucking day, and he on his way down there. He need a job. Now, I know if they paying the same as I'm paying, I will take it to start out, but I'll definitely be looking for other shit, other means for income. YouTube, this is what I want to do, content create. I've got to be more, I keep telling myself, man, you got to sit down, write down everybody you listen to, write down the books, everything you've listened to, and everything you've done to get to where you're at today. Now, some people will be like, man, that nigga's been talking this shit for years. Yes, I have. Yes, and I'm still a millionaire, still gonna be one. I've been talking it for years, but I didn't understand back then. This was a process. I had to wake the fuck up. Wake up. Wake up. This ain't your circle. These people you kicking it with, my son's mother told me this all the time. These niggas don't fuck with you. How you not see that? They don't fuck with you. You fuck with them too much. One of our main beefs was she said I was too cool. I'd do too much for my friends. You do way too much. These niggas don't fuck with you. And slowly but surely, I'm saying that. I remember she was telling me about my right-hand man at the time. That nigga kill you and show up at your funeral like ain't nothing happened. Sure enough, nigga tried to run me over with his car. Over nothing. You see what I'm saying? I was like, damn. And I ain't talked or seen from him again in life since that day. You see him every day, all day. He pull up at the house. So anyway, I said to say this. The move is on. We up out of here. Like, there is nothing good for me here. Like I said, niggas do not, for the most part, wishing me, I don't see them wishing me well for real. One or two maybe. When I say wishing me well, like, that nigga just lucky. Like, my manifestation happens tomorrow. That nigga lucky. That nigga, boy, listen, fuck, he get done. And I would say to them, since y'all way is so the right way, why didn't the universe bless y'all? Why would they bless me, the worst one? Y'all claim out of all of us. The nigga that can't get right. Nigga this, nigga that. I was fucking with a chick who everybody and their mama sitting there, why are you fucking with her? That bitch ain't shit, da-da-da-da. For whatever reason, I kept fucking with her. But I also, like my cousin, there was a lot of karma I cleaned up with her. Like I said, a lot. And I appreciate the universe for using her. Why her? Because I wish I would deal with this broad again. That's why I said this. I'm so glad I wasn't blessed even months ago or years ago with my manifestation, because I would have been breaking bread with the wrong people. Like I said, now that I sit back and look at the girl I thought I was in love with or wanted to fuck with for the rest of my life, how dare me want to, oh my God, what is wrong with me? What? And I was like, damn, my self-esteem was that low? My self-esteem that fucked up? And then I started looking at the females I fuck with. And I was like, damn. Like, my self-esteem had been kicked and beat so bad. I like coming around people that, men and women, I'm talking about, that in all actuality don't fuck with me like that. But that's all I know. Like I said, I was adopted by a family who just talk shit. And I ain't really talking bad. My like, oh man, they adopted you and did this and did that. Yeah, but it was hell on earth, my nigga. Like I said, there's no way I could have went and been like, man, this lady is the devil. She is like, oh my God. And all I can say now is go ask her husband how it was in 30 years in the house with him, with her. Go ask him. I'm not crazy. I was just raised to think, listen, you can't think, your thinking is stupid. I adopted you from nothing. You need to just shut up and do what I tell you. So I get around people and make friends with people who are like the same and think of me the same way. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And I understand that. And I ain't mad at nobody. I understand energy. I understood it was, I was drawn, these people were drawn to me, and I was drawn to them just on how I was living, just on the last few years of me living, what I was used to, period. I was used to being second class, third class, no matter where I go. It don't matter. Like I said, nigga will come get me. Hey man, let's go to the club. Man, I ain't got the funds right now. I ain't really trying to, man, come on, man, I got it. And nigga, it's hard to explain. And I feel like sometimes they call me to go out with them because I don't be wearing all the nicest shit and all that. Like I don't. Like, period. Like I just not into buying shit. I've always like I said, I grew up. My mother would give me $40. If I can't find a pair of shoes for $40, then I ain't gonna get nothing. Period. And doing that throughout my growing up, I just used to getting shit. If it's more than a certain couple dollars, like I just can't see myself spending $200 on a pair of jeans. Like, I just can't see that right now. I like them. You see what I'm saying? But I can't see it. So therefore, I say that to say this. I'm not the type, I don't have 30 pair of shoes. I don't have 50, I don't have a whole bunch of clothes. I don't know nothing about it. Most of them, I didn't grow up like that either. But as I got older, I feel like, especially the niggas I know, I feel like they let the clothes and the shoes and all that define them. Like they feel like they can't get a bitch or they can't do this without that. Period. That's just what I'm seeing. And I know people want to look nice, feel good. I get it. I know that. But there's a thin line. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a thin line. The majority of these niggas feel like, man, keep me a fresh pair of shoes, a couple pair of jeans, a couple shirts. You can trick these bitches, especially the ones out here in America. You can trick these hoes, keep you $200 to $1,000 in your pocket, and 5 pair of fresh shoes and a couple pair of jeans. You can be living on a couch. You can be living in a homeless shelter. These hoes gonna fuck with you. That's stupid. Now I'll be looking at these hoes like they stupid. Most of them now they riding around. The whole girl stopped me the other day, but she was banging that. I don't like this hardcore female rap shit. I don't like it. I don't like the women riding around banging it. It might sound different in the club. I ain't been in the club and heard it. But automatically, that's a turn off to me. Like, I get it. Back in the day, certain females didn't like niggas listening to rap music, gangster rap all the time. That was a turn off for them. So I get it. But I feel like we all out here to fake the funk. And until we get it like that, and matters time, I have it like that. Then, nigga, yeah, these jeans cost $200. Nigga can afford it. It was nothing. The piss in the pot to buy them. I didn't take a whole. If nigga only bring in $480 a week and I gotta take $200 and buy the fucking jeans, that just don't make no sense to me. Nigga make $800 a week, and I could see maybe getting it then. I don't know, but I'm not the type. Boy, listen, I got $1,000 right now. I'm not going shopping. I could use a pair of shoes and some other things, but my time coming. When I move to Florida, I may go get me 3 outfits, and that's it. That's all I need. Like I said, I'm waiting on my manifestations. Period. I got a financial number that I'm hitting. It's already hit. I'm just being patient and seeing what I need to see. And being in Dayton, Ohio, it ain't it. I'm out of here. I am out of here. I swear to God. You could give me a job today, $25 an hour, the same job I got now. We still out of here. Still out of here. And like I said, a third of my day for the pay hasn't added up yet. It hasn't even come close to adding up. But I say all that to say we staying focused. I'm just getting on here just to get on here. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I want to do. Create content. What are you talking about? Life. For now, we're talking about life, but it's more of law of attraction. More of law of attraction, and we attract and we don't chase. Period. 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 And some people feel like, oh, you just gonna sit down, nothing comes to somebody. Just I'm not saying that. You act on inspired action, intuition, and sometimes there's a season to just sit the fuck back and observe. Sit back, observe, make your plans, and execute. And like I said, we up out of here. Me and mines, we out of here. Why you gonna leave your son? I'm not leaving him. Trust me, his mama gonna send him ASAP. ASAP. So I didn't even worry about none of that. And even if, oh well, I don't get attached. Don't get attached. Period. Period. There's no type of attachment. My son know me, been having him since day one. Day one, he had this little nigga. So I'm not worried about none of that. And I'm up out of here. If I ain't happy, how in the fuck can I make a happy world for my daughter and my son? And I don't want to say I'm not happy. I'm content here, but I don't want to be explaining myself. It's misery here. Misery loves company. And I've surrounded myself by workers, and I'm not a worker. One of the main reasons nigga wanted to hustle and run around, because you can hustle and run around and nobody tell you what to fucking do. You ain't got nobody telling you what to do. And like I said, if I got a girl and she got a job, oh, that's a problem. Because your boss is your nigga. I don't care how you look at that. I don't care how you look at that. Your boss is your nigga. So 9 times out of 10, if I can't afford for a female like I want, there's no relationship. I can't. Oh, I work here and do that. Nah, well, I might want to go here. You can't. You're not available. So, like I told motherfucker, her job, that's her nigga. Fuck you mean? She gonna do whatever that job tell her to do, and when they tell her to do it. So it is what it is. I'm not on that. I'm not on it. I'm not on it. I will work for a means to an end until my manifestations come through. Period. And if that takes another odd amount of years, it's what it is. It's what it is. But we up out of Dayton, never to return. Never to return here for a funeral or nothing. When I go, I'm gone. Return, my fault. Return to pick my son up for the summer or for good. That's it. That's it. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm gone, and I'm not coming back. Jesus, I've been on here that long. Let me get off here, y'all. Really, I just ain't been on in a few days. This is just what I got going on. Just getting ready to move up out of here. Take this law of attraction thing down south. Just the South is calling me. Florida is calling me. Period. Period. And we're gonna check that out and get the fuck from around here. Like I should have been left from here. Been left. But I was like, nah, my daughter got her grandma and all them here. Your grandma don't even fuck with me. They don't fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? But I was like, ain't got nothing to do with me. That's my daughter. And then she's 16 now, so fuck it. Like I said, my daughter can catch the plane back or whatever. But she ain't gonna want to come back either. I already know. Like I said, when I leave here, the only time I come back here, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, is to pick my son up for the summer or whatever, however that transaction gonna go. And when I come, if I can get back on the plane again, I probably would. But I'll probably come, stay a day, and get the fuck up through. And the more and more I think about it, ain't nobody even really gonna know I leave. The people that know, the only reason they're gonna know is because they had to know for whatever reason. Mama, nobody's gonna know I'm up out of here. Period. We gone. Like, as far as anybody know, my daughter just going down there for a couple weeks in the summer. They ain't got a clue. We ain't coming back. We ain't coming back. There's nothing here. And if I gotta be in a spot like this around people I've been knowing this long, and for what? For what? I understand how I fit in my circle of friends and family, and it's time for me to get the fuck on. And that's only because this life of a chosen one, it ain't a regular, it ain't no regular life. I mean, this is shit we got to go through. And what I've seen this last really 18 months, what I've seen coming from family and friends, oh, I ain't got none. And they let me know that. Like my mother would say, what did she tell me when last time we fucking talked? Oh, she told me I told her, my issue with, my daughter bump heads. So like just like today, I come in, like I told my daughter this last week, if I come in this bitch for a month, you're not gonna say nothing to me. And I really don't know what I done to her. Like I really don't. But I was like, I'm here for her. And like I said, we not like we don't have a horrible relationship. But my daughter don't fuck with me. I feel like somebody was, oh, she's just, a teenager or whatever, but she don't fuck with me. But she don't want to go live with nobody else. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I know we gonna bump heads the first sign of trouble down there, and I hope we don't have no issues as far as finances and all that. But who knows what's gonna happen when we get there? It's gonna be great for sure. But I know I should have never came. Go back home. I hope she don't get like that. But it is what it is. We're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna strengthen our relationship, me and my daughter. Uh, she big on the tarot cards and all this type of stuff, and we trying to get her going. But I'm ready to go get up out of here. This is a wrap. This is my last summer here. We'll not have another winter here. And my energy and everything's calling me to move, and that's what the fuck I'm doing. We just moved here, and I told her we ain't even unpacked nothing because I knew we wasn't gonna be here long. I didn't know Florida was the move, but it definitely is. We up out of here, and like I said, when it pop off for me, ain't nobody here gonna know. Ain't nobody. They better be on this YouTube page or something. Nobody here gonna know. Not obligated to look out for nobody. I'm telling you, I'm not obligated. If I help, I help. If I don't, I won't. Period. I got plans. Nobody around me talk about wanting to be more than what they are at their job. Nobody I know ever wants to come chop it up about how we can get more money. And I've already learned you do not do business with family and friends. They're going to fuck you over every chance they get and then look at you like you stupid. You fucked that up. Why did you do it? Why did you let that bill get so big before you said something? Why? But when I'm on, I break bread. I break bread with niggas. I remember I got, boy, I don't even want to say nothing. But I break bread. I break bread. But I can't break bread with the people I've been breaking bread with because it's not reciprocated. They don't fuck with a nigga. And I know that. I know what I know. Watch what I tell you. Motherfuckers gonna look up. It's gonna be months before niggas realize we moved up out of here. Like I said, I'm changing my number. I don't even fuck with Facebook no more. I got Messenger only because I use that to call my son's mother. But once I move, it's a wrap. Get me a number down there. The only one that needs my number is my sister and my son's mother. Nobody else needs my phone number. I'm not saying I won't call and chop it up with my homies. Every blue moon, niggas chop it up. But nigga want to come down there and fuck with me, come down there. But I know a nigga ain't coming down there. For sure, they're not. Niggas don't want to leave little old Dayton, Ohio. Some people not get it. You're in a spot, the niggas getting what they call plenty of pussy. I'm not saying it's top tier pussy, but niggas be feeling like they getting plenty of pussy and they look fresh to death, and that's all niggas want. Niggas just want to look fresh to death and have a couple bitches. Me personally just want one now. It's just too much energy trying to deal with more than one female. But like I said, everybody here seems to be content with going to work, getting off, waiting on the weekend or their day off to turn up and then go back and do it again. I can't see that. I need to turn up every day. And I can. Every day. Every day. No, I wasn't here to go into somebody's shop to work. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, nigga, I'd damn near rather be homeless. Swear to God. I just had my daughter. I just got my daughter. If she wasn't depending on me like she lived with her mother like most kids do, oh man, I'd have been up out of here today. They let me off Fed papers. I would have been the fuck up out of here. I'll tell you, I know there's nothing here. Absolutely nothing. And then when I got custody of my daughter, I stayed because of her grandma and her pawpaw. Now her grandma and pawpaw got a divorce. Imagine that, motherfuckers in their late 70s getting a divorce. Imagine that. What really happened? But like I said, that's their business. I would go see my mama husband before we leave. he doing bad on, he just down old school. He didn't really take care of himself like he should have. I think he got prostate cancer and stuff, but I'm gonna go say what's up to him, but we out of here. I'm going to be back on YouTube on a daily, but like I said, I'm trying to, I just don't want to come on here and rant about nothing. I really don't, but I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I know that for a fact. I know I need to get the fuck up out of here. Dayton, Ohio, get the fuck up out of here. I'm ready to go. And like I said, everything's gonna come together. This YouTube shit, motherfuckers look back on this in a couple years. Like, I know I'm gonna have thousands and thousands of followers. I know that. You mean tell me billions of people on the planet and I can't get a few 100,000 subscribers, if not a million? You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Just doing what I'm doing. Being my authentic self. This law of attraction shit is real. It's real. And this shit's happening. It's happening. I knew I was moving. I didn't know it was going to be Florida. I didn't know I was moving out the state. But it's time to go. So I'm trying my best to get back on here every day. I know it's been a while. Oh, and they took down some of my videos. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Like, a few of my videos was taken down. I only had like X amount of views and I think 2.5 hours, 2.9 hours or something like that of view time. Now it's down to like 1.1 hours of view time, and I didn't even know the video was taken till my daughter told me. I was like, damn, you still ain't looked at none of the videos I asked you to? She was like, yeah, they took 2 of them down. I don't know what happened. And that's how I knew she had been watching them. But yeah, with that, I'm about to get out of here. It should have been an hour. I had to come on here. I was really gonna wait till tomorrow, but I said that yesterday. I'm gonna wait till today. And I do realize when we do that, we procrastinate. Just turn this bitch on and go. Turn your phone on and go. Like and subscribe. My niche is with the law of attraction. You got to be on the law of attraction to know what I'm on. I'm not here to explain myself or nothing. I'm in the law of attraction. I've been studying this shit, I want to say 8 years, maybe a little less, maybe a little longer, but it's time. That's why I'm on here before I walk all the way into my manifestation, because it's easy to be like, oh, look, I'm on, but not talk about how I got on, what I was doing before I was on. None of that. Listen, I live right here. That one right there on that side, that one. That's where I live. Boom, a 1-bedroom, just moved out of 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom in the middle of the fucking hood. The bandos everywhere. I don't even know if you can see. I don't know if y'all can. But yes, it's soon to be up out of here. All this shit for sale too. All of it. All of it. I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. Like I said, I ain't got to be here to buy this shit up. Got the name of my company, all that, trust fund, all of that is ready to go. Cause I know what's coming. I know what's coming. I got the lawyers I'm gonna call now. I fuck around, gotta call and look up some shit in Tampa. Like I said, I've never been to Tampa. Don't know nothing about Tampa. That's where we headed. Why Tampa? I have no idea. That's just what came the fuck up. Tampa, Florida. It's close. Aaliyah, my daughter, got her auntie live, I think 20 minutes away or something. I forgot exactly. St. Peter's. That's where she stayed. So at least she'll have her auntie around the corner. But like I told her, we're gonna be jumping. I've already called a couple of the temp services down there, but I feel like I'm gonna have a certain amount of lump sum to go with. But a couple of apartments, they got some housing down there that they opening. I don't know how really explain how the lady was trying to explain it to me, but it's definitely a go. It's definitely a go. And it's a matter of fucking time. So with that being said, y'all, I need y'all to enjoy y'all day. Like, subscribe, do what y'all do. I'm gonna get up off of here. Like I said, Tampa, Florida, here we come.